Here we are at Brookgreen Garden. There is actually a zoo, and then over there is a butterfly garden, and then there's also some sculpture gardens and art and museums type stuff, and it's also like a really big grounds, and you have tickets and they're good for 6 days after purchase. You can meet the animals every Saturday and Sunday at 2:30, including a possum apparently, and a turtle. There's chewing some cud. Oh boy, this is like real nature. Alligators, venomous snakes, and stinging insects. We're in the south. Flying like hawks. Entering into the swamp area. So this is a kind of a history of the lowcountry. Boardwalk is slippery. Okay, got it. Fish! He's got a fish! He's caught something. He's also got something. It looks like a shrimp. These squirrels aren't part of the exhibition or exhibit, but they're here. There are birds way up here. So you're in the splash zone if you're underneath the tree. Just look up, I guess. But maybe don't look up. Poor little guy. Maybe he got an alligator. Coming into the Otter River Basin Retreat. So there will be river otters. River otter. First fish sculpture. The alligator got moved. Coming to the upland forest. Coming up into the raptor section, there is a bald eagle, born in 1986. Okay, so there are also some, I don't know if vultures are in here, but there are owls, so those are going to be next. So they have rehabbed the birds of prey on here. There's one owl. There's another too, but it's backlit, so you can't see them really. Here is the barred owl. There are 2 of them in there. Here are the barn owls, so this gives a little bit more detail about why they're in such low areas, since they usually are in higher trees. Here's the red-tailed hawk. That is news, but there are 3 of them. Found the source of the awful sound. I think they're doing construction, but there should be, according to the sign back there, the alligator in this lake. It got moved, I guess. The creatures to be found including a tree, the palmetto tree. The alligator is in here, and they said they have no fear of people. There's also a barn and a petting zoo area. Well, not petting zoo, but you can touch the animals, I guess petting zoo. We're back towards the parking lot, but here is, I think, probably the final exhibit. And this one is the Flights of Passage Migratory Waterfowl of the Lowcountry. All of the signs here have been very informative. Apparently, the ducks are not able to fend for themselves, as one would expect. There's also one about snakes in there. I'll show it to you later. Here's the informative sign about snakes. Apparently only 5 to 6 are fatal every year, even though 8,000 people, not 80, 8,000 people get bit by snakes. Got that water feature, some people over there on the bridge, and the ducks. Look at them, they're moving fast. There's some new arrivals. That one has a blue bill. He heard me. They're napping. Maybe they're catching something. He's back up. Where did the blue go on? Oh, there he is. Way over there. Did you get anything? During the time we looked at the ducks, the alligator moved, so it's now obviously an alligator. I knew they were fast. Heading back to the farm area. We're at the barn/farm area, so they got some chickens. A lot of chickens, actually. I don't have any food. I don't have any food for you. No, no food.
But you just don't.
There's some baby goats in here. Heading over here to the rice field observation point. Probably not the real technical term, but let's see what it looks like. This is the lowcountry trail, so it looks like it's a 1/4 mile. And there's a little bit of history here about the slaves and the plantation. So this was a plantation at one point. So I can't figure out how to use this thingy. I keep pointing it, but I can't see anything. But I think those might be vultures up there. Continuing on through the end, and then I think I'm gonna go back to the car and then drive out of the area for lunch and come back, since we have bought tickets and they're good for a week. I think I got a little bit lost because now I'm at a garden. I think if I follow the paved road where you drive on, I'll find the parking lot. On second thought, the garden has a through path, so I'll just walk through. Looks like they have some stuff planted: kale, Brussels sprouts, various types of cruciferous vegetables, it looks like. Herbs. Do not pick the plants, got it. So this is the cypress tree log. Hand axes from the original marks by enslaved Africans. There's a cute little play area that's like themed like storybooks, and it's kind of cute for little kids to run off their energy, even though the grounds are huge, but it's kind of fun. Little playhouses. Here's the map. So we've only been in the zoo area, but there's a bunch of other sculpture garden areas and other museums and stuff. For lunch and That is the Pawleys Island Tavern that we went to before. It's a little bit easier to find, not in the rain, but there are some island shops and stuff. It's quite cute. It's kind of like Ketchikan. Okay, going into the island shops. So we're going to a place called Rustic Table. It looked pretty good online. Made a reservation on Open Table. If you're interested, definitely do that because it looks pretty busy right now. Okay, we've got some Pawleys Island merch here. Maybe stop there, find a magnet. The peach and the cucumber cocktail. So on the other side of the island shops, we're going towards other stuff. Took a look at a couple of other stores over here, but not really struck our fancy. The Wellness Cottage looks to be a spa retreat and boutique. The ice cream store seems to be a very hot spot right now. So this place is cute actually. They have a lot of homeware, clothing, etc. It's a little bit younger than some of the other stores. I found this out front and I was just saying how I wanted something like this for my cruise. So I think I'm gonna pick it up. It's half price. If I had space, I would take that. It smells pretty nice actually. These are so cute. I really like the crawler. And also the view. Okay, that place was cute. It is a little bit more young than some of the other shops here. We might stop at the Oyster and Pearl here. Looks like it's the end of the line probably. But over there in the back, I don't know if you can see it, is the Pawleys Island Tavern that we went to on that rainy day. This place is a little weird. It's very dark. I don't think it's my style. It's a pretty big shoe. I came today specifically for the Rodin exhibition, which just started today. Saw the Rodin exhibition. It's pretty good. Learned a lot. Now I'm outside at the sculpture garden. This is a huge complex. Like, I can't even imagine when it was like a plantation. This is huge. Not pigeons, peacocks. That is toxic as heck. A lot of regional stuff. No, thank you. If you need it, they do have rice here. All of the other stores were closed at like 4 o'clock, so it looks like they have some other regional food, but they have the Santi Gold rice available. In case you want that. I'm curious about these, but I haven't been able to sample them to know if I want to invest in a big container. Well, dang it, they have that here, but we got a much better price when we were at the location, so I think these were around $12, so they're a couple dollars extra here. And I know I paid like $8 for this. I'm curious what the price is. Yeah, so you get upcharged here if you're interested, but you don't have to go all the way to Charleston. Still trying to find a magnet. I haven't found one this vacation yet. We didn't go to the butterfly thing because the butterfly garden was actually closed, but I also haven't seen any flowers, so I don't know if this is a good signal of what I should buy or not. Well, this 2018 calendar is almost back in being the proper date. I wonder if these are legit. They don't have the South Carolina stamp on them, so maybe not legit. But they do seem to have somebody's name written on the bottom. I'm curious why all the no smoking signs are upside down or like sideways, like 90 degrees compared to what I would expect them to be. I'm gonna go continue walking around here. It was a little bit too warm in there, now I need to cool off. Some bottle art. Honestly, the type of money this is like inconceivable to me. But the Huntingtons must also be rich. The Cantors are rich. Those are the people who have the Rodin exhibition. I looked them up. You can look them up too. But the Huntingtons have another large piece of the Brookgreen Gardens or whatever, Brookgreen Gardens. Some more sculpture. There's also a cat. Look at the cat. I'm gonna have bad luck now. There's also a lion. These lions were first placed in 1930 at the entrance to the Hispanic Society of America in New York City. And that was a museum founded by the Huntingtons. I wonder if that's the same dog with a huge shoe from in the inside. It looks similar, but maybe they just really like those hunting dogs. This is a huge sculpture garden. I don't think this video is doing it justice for how big it is. So these are fun, I guess. I don't know, they're naked ladies, but what are they really? Oh, there's a lot of bird poop on there. The St. James Triad. That's the park bench statesman, but there's a bird up here doing something crazy. It's a woodpecker. Okay, so for the longest time I couldn't figure out what this was. I thought it was like one of those army helmets. No, it's a bird's butt. I thought it was an army helmet. I'm making my way over to the African American folk art exhibition as well. Still making my way over. I'm basically back by the zoo. So I'm looking at finding that folk art exhibition still. Okay, now I'm back out and this is the Gullah Geechee Garden. And it's about the history here. So far this place has been really well done. Everybody seems to be very friendly and very knowledgeable. I mean, obviously since it's like a museum, but I would say that sometimes it's not the case here. But all of the, what are they called? The placards make a lot of sense and they're really well written. Again, not always the case. So I'm gonna drop the camera now and learn. I love them. So these are actually 3 different birds. It's the heron, the grouse, and the loon. I am on my way to look at Don Quixote. And let me know what your favorite Don Quixote character is. I'll keep mine and I'll put it in the comments. By my laughter, you probably know who my favorite one is. Here is Don Quixote though, in all of his glory, or lack thereof. And then on the other side of him, bet you can guess who this is. This is Sancho Panza. They put them just slightly too far away, but Don Quixote is Sancho Panza. Why don't they have these as magnets? Must be good magnets. as I always do, the night before the flight, going to stop at the grocery store to see if there's anything regional. And this apparently is a very regional grocery store. There's also selling Girl Scout cookies up front. This was on the circular as something very popular. They have very distinct regions in here. They also have like chicken and a beer den, big wine shop. So in my research, I'm looking for the Spice Bazaar section, but there's a bunch of like specific spice blends from this grocery store brand. But this buttermilk biscuit mixes are also regional. They're actually on sale this week, but they have a whole entire spice section here. And these Spice Bazaar are all from this brand of grocery store. We're gonna look around because I found the 4-packs of these online and I don't see them here. Those are pretty big. Found them. I would never have guessed they were by the garlic breadsticks, but here they are. There are a few options, so I'm gonna have to choose. So I think I'm gonna get this. This is the one I scoped out online at least. Curious what these are like, but I don't know. Every grocery store needs their own merch. These are really good. They're little grape gummies that I got at Daiso. There's only like 5 of them in a pack, but they're really good for a purse snack. This is what they look like. Came to Broadway at the beach. The place we were gonna go originally was looking kind of closed. We were there like an hour before closure. We are at Broadway at the beach, going to go to the Hangout. We were gonna go to a barbecue restaurant, but it looked a little bit closed today. We were there, I think it's supposed to close at 8. We were there about 6:30. So we're gonna go to Hangout because there should be live music according to the website on the weekends. And then we'll probably look around Broadway at the beach for the last night here. It's very crowded. There's a slide from the 2nd floor. These look like what's in the Factor Fun box. The family's at the beach. That wall art is made of Pez dispensers, individual Pez dispensers.